Hey Orchard students, my name's Courtney and I am the 11th and 12th grade girls leader with Miss Ashley, and I've been asked today to recap day 7 of Hope in the Dark, the devotion that we've been working on the past couple of days. As I was reading through the devotion today, I noticed a theme. The writer kept talking about hills and valleys in life. The first thing that came to my mind as I'm thinking about hills and valleys and how God uses that is that song by Taryn Wells called Hills and Valleys. In that song, there's a line where he says, when I'm standing on the mountaintop, I didn't get there on my own. When I'm walking through the valley, I know I am not alone. Through life, we're going to go through periods where we're on the mountaintop. We're going to go through periods where we're in the valley. And I think it's probably safe to say that a good majority of us at this time in life feel like we're in a valley. All of the COVID stuff has really been unexpected and has really caught us all off guard. We're in a season of life that none of us have walked through. And there's been so many drastic changes with schools and closures and such that this can be and is a very challenging time. So I think the question we have to ask ourselves is, what does God want us to take from this? You know, everything that you walk through in life, God uses to form you and shape you and mold you and help you become a better Christ-like image. Because ultimately, if you have Jesus in your heart, that's our end goal, right? We want to become more like Christ. So what can we do to help us through times when we're walking through valleys? I think one of the lines from the devotions today was that really stood out to me was, when I'm in a valley, I need to be reminded of the God I return to. That's so powerful. There's been times in my life when I've walked through valleys that have been hard, and it has been hard to put my mind back on who God is. And the easiest way I have found to do that is much like what the writer of the devotion said today, which is to be thinking back on all of the good things that God has done in my life. When all of the COVID stuff first started and things were ramping up in Colorado, and they first closed down restaurants and they were closing movie theaters and all this, and everything just seemed so overwhelming. I was feeling very anxious. I was praying, and God brought to mind Philippians 4:8 for me, which says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And I feel like that is one of the main points to take away from today's devotion. As we're walking through this valley, what can you think about from times when you've been on the mountaintop? What are things in your past that God has blessed you with? What are things that you can focus your attention on that bring praise and honor and glory to Him? For example, I can think about my kids. While right now this remote learning is rather challenging, they're such a huge blessing in my life. I can think about just good times that I've had with family. I can think about times when God has provided for me. My husband and I got married when I was 19 and he was 21, and we were living on love, and we were not sure how the light bill was going to get paid, but we put our faith and our trust in God, and He provided every single time. So that's my challenge for you. Thinking back on the devotion for today, thinking about where you are right now. If you're in a season where you're struggling, that's okay. There's other people around you who are feeling the same way. Reach out for prayer, reach out for strength, ask for help. And I want to challenge you today to think back on where you can that has been good, that God has blessed you. Think back on those times when you've been on the mountaintop. And let's remember Philippians 4:8. Remember to think about such things that are praiseworthy and worthy of your thoughts. Put your focus and time on those. I can't wait till we can all be together again. I hope y'all are staying well. Let us know if you need anything, and hopefully we'll be seeing y'all soon. Bye guys.